So firstly, congratulations on the Seoul Guardians. How does it feel that it's playing at this year's Sydney Film Festival?
Okay, thank you having me. And the Sydney Film Festival is important public space where the people can see the flow of international society and culture together. Being invited there is so very exciting. And I heard that Sydney audience have great passion and love for cinema. So the Soul Guardians is a film that can emotionally connect very strongly with audiences. So I'm really looking forward to meeting audiences in Sydney as soon as possible.
Yeah, I saw. I think you're coming as a guest, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I will go to the Sydney and we have a three screening. So I'll be there every, yeah, after screening. Yes, we have a talk.
Have you been to Sydney before?
No, I haven't yet. This
Very
is my first time. It was very exciting now.
cool. Okay, for a little bit of context for anyone watching this interview, um, can you describe the nature of Yoon Suk Yeol's presidency leading up to the declaration of martial law and the events of the film?
Yes. President Yoon have a lot of, trouble. I mean, and the President Yoon basically failed to show strong leadership as the head of the government. Actually, the economic situation was not good, and then many people saw his administration as very authoritarian, and there are many controversy about abuse of power. There are also corruption allegation involving both him and his wife. I mean, his wife is infamous. So because of this, the opposition party kept trying to check his power through the National Assembly and legal processes, especially when a special prosecutor investigation was getting closer. He became politically cornered. I think he felt he need a game changer. It's a kind of, I'm sorry, uh, it's a game changer, and it was the declaration of martial law. It was very shocking, but some people uh, think it can happen, but many people didn't imagine and expect what it happened. The national the the declaration of martial law was, the old story because there's no martial law since in 1960 78 79.
I guess as a question I didn't prepare, but just to follow on from that, was was there a sense that he was bound to do something extreme like this, or was it a complete surprise to everybody?
Uh, Normal people didn't think it will happen, but some congressmen uh, who can have gathered the information about the troops and the police, and they gathered some serious, I mean, symptom. So the congressman asked the President to use uh, the many ministers, uh, people in minister, uh, what is happening now? Tell me,
Mm.
tell us the people, something strange and something weird. But the many people think he's too sensitive. The congressman is too sensitive. So we didn't expect. I mean, we didn't imagine
Yeah.
it really happened.
Yeah, that's incredible. Um, I guess as a broad question on the filmmaking side, what was the process like of gathering what I can assume is just hundreds of hours of footage, constructing a timeline of events, And even just something like obtaining permissions from the lawmakers and parties involved to be featured in the film. Like, what was that whole process like?
Mm, Gathering permission to use the footage was actually not very difficult. Most of the people who helped stop martial law at the National Assembly believe that this event should be widely remembered and discussed. Also, the lawmakers are, as you know, the public figures, and the events of that night have already been heavily covered by the media. So there was not very sensitive atmosphere around using the footage. But actually, my colleague and I came to National Assembly and shoot many scenes. I mean, so we obtained many footage as well. So we mixed it up.
Yeah. Um, I was thinking as I was watching the film, I was so stressed. Like my anxiety while watching the film was so high. And I guess as a filmmaker, like yourself, when you were filming the events, when you were rewatching the footage, was it difficult to like kind of relive those events over and over when making the film?
Uh, Actually, we didn't because, as TV documentary filmmakers, we have filmed and edited many difficult situations over the years. Honestly, covering the and editing scenes where the people actually die is much more painful. In that sense, editing the Soul Guardians was not emotionally painful in the same way, but we did have many I'm sorry, but we did have many. I mean, we had have to think more because there was such a huge amount of footage. We spent a lot of time to thinking carefully about what to do, what to include, what to leave out, and how to make audiences truly feel the tension and emotion of that night. So it was a very hard time to think, but was not, I mean, painful. Yeah. And then that not, I mean, the stressful.
Yeah. Um, Speaking of in terms of the footage to use that you use in the film, I thought one of the most powerful things about the film was the use of archival footage from the Gwangju uprising. Um, I guess what inspired you to draw that parallel in the film between that and the night?
Uh, Now, when I came to National Assembly, the people inside and outside the National Assembly kept shouting about Gwangju that night. I felt that the memory of Gwangju uprising was in many people's mind, people's heart. Through Gwangju, we had lessons when democracy is in danger, we should not hesitate. We learned that democracy must be protected through efforts and solidarity with others. While filming that night, I sometimes even felt that the citizens are more prepared than the soldiers. Um, even though there are no leaders directing them. I mean, actually, the real director of People was, Memory of Gwangju. So I really wanted to leave a record of the emotion and memories we felt that night. So I choose I choose the film because I want to give the cinematic experience to make people feel. And the TV documentaries we usually give more information, but the memory of Gwangju is not information; it's a feeling, and I want to show the complexity uh, that people have on the ground at that night.
Yeah, it was very powerful. Like I think I'm ashamed to say, but my only knowledge of the Gwangju uprising was from that movie, A Taxi Driver. Like
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I've never seen the real footage, like, and I've never seen like I think that kind of leads on to my next question, which you touched upon a little bit, but like it was speaking of myself, but like as an outsider who consumes Korean media, I find it interesting that there are like almost two Koreas. There's like one that's projected by the Hallyu Wave and what we receive. And then there's the other Korea that's kind of like steeped in like civil and social unrest and like these issues with capitalism. Um, do you feel there's a disconnect between the two?
Uh, Actually, Korea is the country that developed it very quickly, and that process was extremely dynamic. So I think that in some ways, I think that energy and dynamicism are shown in a positive way through Korean culture and society. These, the Hallyu, something, the people enjoy, dynamic and energy, as a culture. But there were also a side effect. I mean, other side, the Korea developed democracy very quickly, but at the same time, maybe we did not fully understand and internalize it yet. I think we still need more time. So, but you know, every the nation, many countries around the world, I mean, experience the same way. I mean, some is energy, but some is side effect. It is a similar the phenomenon, I think.
Yeah. Um, and as one last question before we wrap up, what do you hope people take away from watching the film?
This film is, you know, uh, there is a no, I mean, a strong message. This is a kind of space to talk. I just uh, want to audiences to feel how how democracy looks like when it is being in danger. In and then I want to the people think and feel how to do when it comes to my country. It's a kind of reference. So I want to enjoy and think more and think about solidarity. This is what we want to show in this film, and I actually I and then I it's a kind of some people call this film is a Korean thriller, yeah, real thriller. So I want to enjoy this. Just that's not a documentary; it's just a real cinematic film. So I want to enjoy this.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I found the film so powerful. I got very emotional. Like I think just watching everyone there instantly know that the moment they were in and do the right thing, I think was very powerful. Like everyone knew what they were standing up for. Um, thank you for making the film and thank you for taking the time to chat.
Yeah, okay, thank you. And I understand that Yellow Belly has been consistently highlighting independent and uh, art house films as well as new voices. It's a very pleasure to meet you. So thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. That means so much to me, especially watching the film you made and that compliment. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.